I remember staring at my bank app at night, feeling calm numbers evaporate into quiet anxiety without warning today. You might think the problem is income, like water dripping too slowly into a cracked bucket on the floor. We tell ourselves that higher pay would fix everything, and saving would finally feel possible for the future ahead. But something strange happens when money arrives, because it rarely pauses before disappearing again into the background silently. The real reason saving feels impossible lives inside our brains, not inside our payslips at the end of months. Our minds evolved for immediate survival, not for delayed rewards sitting quietly in accounts far away from danger. Every swipe and tap releases a tiny rush, like gravity pulling coins downhill faster than our intentions can resist. Saving asks us to walk uphill mentally, carrying weight with no applause from anyone watching us try today. Then lifestyle inflation sneaks in, adding comforts that feel harmless, but permanently raise the floor of monthly spending expectations. The paycheck grows, but expenses grow legs, start walking, and refuse to return home before savings get noticed. Social pressure adds another invisible drain, where comparison quietly whispers that normal means spending more to belong everywhere always. We see lives edited online, and our money follows the highlight reel instead of our actual needs quietly. All of this happens before saving even gets a chance to exist inside the monthly flow of cash today. Most people spend first, then hope to save whatever scraps remain after bills, habits, impulses, surprises arrive home. By month end, the plate is empty, and saving feels like a personal failure rather than a system flaw. This creates shame, which makes money something we avoid looking at directly like a dim room we ignore. The shift begins when saving moves from leftover status to first priority in the order of money decisions daily. Imagine a small gate at the paycheck entrance, quietly diverting water upstream before chaos pulls it away downstream. Automation turns saving into gravity, not willpower, pulling money aside automatically every time income flows past our attention span. Once it happens without effort, the mental battle simply stops occurring in our daily routines and thoughts anymore. Suddenly, you feel less scarcity, because decisions are made before temptation appears waving shiny options in your face constantly. Coffee, rides, and upgrades become conscious choices instead of reflex reactions triggered by mood, stress, boredom, or habit. Each small pause creates friction, like slowing a rolling ball with gentle hands before it crashes into walls unseen. As money stays invested longer, math quietly starts doing the heavy lifting while we sleep, work, and live. Compounding looks boring early, like planting seeds under dark soil that show nothing visible for seasons at first glance. But time adds layers, and tiny growth begins stacking on itself, quietly, persistently, without asking permission from emotions. You start seeing yourself as someone who saves, not someone who tries and fails repeatedly under pressure anymore today. Identity shifts make habits lighter, because actions align with who you believe you are deep inside your mind. Bills feel manageable, surprises feel smaller, and confidence replaces constant low-grade worry that once hovered over every purchase. This confidence leaks into career choices, negotiations, and willingness to wait for better opportunities without panic-driving decisions. With savings behind you, options appear like doors unlocking along a hallway that once felt narrow, dark, and fixed. You can say no faster, and yes more intentionally when choices align with long-term direction and values. Opportunity cost becomes visible, like choosing one path closes another behind you as footsteps echo through limited time ahead. Big decisions slow down because you finally have space to think without urgency, fear, or loud distractions around. The danger now is celebrating too early and loosening the system that quietly protected progress when motivation dipped before. One upgrade can restart gravity, pulling money back into chaos if boundaries fade, rules blur, and habits slip. Systems need maintenance, like tracks guiding a train through terrain, long after the engine stops feeling new and exciting. Looking forward, the reward is not luxury, but calm mornings, evenings, and choices made without constant mental noise. Savings becomes a buffer, absorbing shocks like suspension on rough roads that keep the ride smooth when bumps appear. Time stretches, panic shrinks, and patience feels less like sacrifice and more like strength you can rely on. Years later, you notice freedom arriving quietly, without fireworks or announcements, just relief following choices repeated thousands of times. The money did not change you, but it supported who you became through consistency, structure, and gentle discipline. Saving was never about punishment, but about designing a calmer future where decisions feel spacious and aligned with you. When behavior leads, income simply amplifies whatever direction you set, like wind filling sails already pointed somewhere intentional. Understanding the traps removes their power, replacing guilt with quiet control that grows stronger each month you stay consistent. You stop blaming yourself and start adjusting systems with curiosity, like a mechanic tuning rather than fighting force. This calm agency is the real return, compounding across life as confidence spreads and options widen without loud fear. Saving enough was never the goal. Feeling enough was the moment systems supported choices without draining willpower daily. Once you see that, the anxiety loses weight and drifts away like fog lifting from familiar streets at sunrise. What remains is clarity, patience, and trust in the process, built from small actions repeated calmly over time. You realize saving was always available, hiding behind misunderstood human wiring that once pushed spending first, planning later automatically. By flipping the order, you stop fighting yourself and start cooperating with instincts shaped by millions of years. Money begins flowing like a river with banks, not a flood destroying plans, eroding goals, and leaving regret behind. Direction matters more than force, and systems provide direction when motivation sleeps, moods swing, or days feel heavy. Over time, consistency outpaces intensity, and calm beats effort because it lasts, adapts, and survives boredom, stress, and change. The story shifts from struggle to stewardship, from chaos to flow, guided by design, awareness, and steady intent. You stop asking why saving is hard, and start noticing how it works when psychology, habits, and math align. The answer was never more discipline, but better placement of effort, where friction favors progress instead of consumption. Once aligned, saving feels boring, and boring is powerful because it removes drama, emotion, and constant decision fatigue entirely. Your money stops shouting for attention and starts quietly obeying the rules you set when thinking and calmly. That obedience buys time, space, and emotional breathing room, which supports better health, relationships, and long-range thinking patterns. Eventually, the question is not how to save, but what to build with accumulated freedom, patience, and optionality. Savings becomes a tool, not a trophy, quietly enabling meaningful choices without demanding constant sacrifice, attention, or identity shifts. You trust yourself more because the system proves you can follow through even when emotions fluctuate, plans change. This trust compounds inwardly, shaping how you approach uncertainty everywhere from money to work, relationships, risks, and personal growth. Looking back, the struggle dissolves into a lesson about design, not morality, strength, or worth, but structure matters. You see that saving was a mirror, reflecting habits and beliefs you can reshape with patience, awareness, and kindness. Once reshaped, money follows predictably, like water following gravity along channels you carved, reinforced, and maintained over time. The relief is subtle but deep, settling into daily life as background calm, quiet confidence, and steady direction forward. Saving enough starts with understanding yourself and ends with peace earned slowly through aligned habits, systems, and time.